Hi there, meteorologist Pamela Gardner. The tropics are heating up, and now we have 3 named storms, one of which will become a major hurricane in the next 24 hours. That would be Florence. And we're also watching another tropical wave, this one across the Caribbean, just south of Cuba. And this particular storm has about a 20% chance of actually becoming a named storm or becoming better organized. So in the next 5 days, something we'll be keeping watch on. But Florence, definitely the highest concern for us as that rapidly intensifies over the coming days and heads towards southern and eastern parts of the U.S. More about that in a second. Isaac is a tropical storm, and Helene is a Category 1 hurricane. Helene is actually going to take a turn and go out to sea throughout this week. Isaac continues a more westerly track towards the southern Caribbean. But first, we're watching Hurricane Florence. And this one, max winds of 85 miles an hour with the latest update from the National Hurricane Center, moving west at 7, and that puts the track heading towards the southern and eastern parts of the U.S. as it takes a little bit of a turn towards the north and west towards the end of the week. Major hurricane status, Category 4, projected to make landfall somewhere across the Carolinas. That cone of uncertainty, again, that's exactly what it is. We're uncertain exactly where it will make landfall at this point in time. But there's some indication that this storm may stall out briefly by the end of the week and produce just torrential flooding rainfall across these areas. Multiple threats, a major storm surge, as well as the wind and brief tornado threats. So we'll be keeping you up to date on this over the coming days. For us, the impacts from Florence, well, gradually we're getting some of those outer bands of waves hitting our south coast and our islands as well. And this towards the end of the week, we may see some more high surf advisories. For now, through this evening, high surf advisories continue due to a persistent onshore wind. And we have a coastal flood advisory. This not associated with Florence, but that is for either side of high tide tonight. Astronomical high tide with the new moon coming up. Onshore wind persists into tomorrow. Minor splashover anticipated. But those offshore wave heights, by the way, between 4-6 feet maximum. So it doesn't look like anything major in terms of that high tide tonight. Overnight lows, very fall-like. 40s to the north, 50s to the south, 58 degrees in Boston, quite comfortable. But across northern New England and the Crown of Maine, we have frost advisory and freeze warnings up for Monday morning as temperatures will fall again into the 30s. Tomorrow, high temperatures stuck in the 60s with that onshore wind gusting from time to time between 30 and 35 miles an hour, especially once we get towards early Tuesday morning. Wind direction changes by Tuesday morning from the south, an indication that that warm front has moved through. Also an indication that our humidity and temperatures will rise. Here's the timing with the rain. Monday morning, we're mostly dry, but a few sprinkles move into the area. And a lot of this really fighting some drier air at the surface. Once we start to see some higher dew point temperatures and more humidity, then we start to see the rainfall get rather heavy from time to time. Monday night into Tuesday could see 1 to 2 inches of rainfall accumulation through Tuesday night. And then we'll get some isolated shower and thunderstorm chances on the backside of the system Tuesday into early Wednesday. Can't shake the rain chance just yet for Wednesday. We keep a slight risk in there. But then Thursday, Friday, Saturday starting to dry off. We will stay humid and temperatures through the rest of the 7-day right around 80.